Good morning, everyone, and a warm welcome to all. Today, I am excited to present our project on the online voting system. This presentation is from PM Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya Kalasi, Katihar. I am Achal Kumar, a PGT in computer science, and my colleague Ashish Kumar, a 12th science student, has also prepared this. Over the next few minutes, we will walk you through the concept, how it works, and the benefits of implementing an online voting system. So let's get started. This slide doesn't contain enough information. That's why we're moving to the next slide. Today, I'll be talking about the abstract of our project. We're developing an online voting system that leverages a centralized database coupled with a web interface. The core idea here is to create a website that allows people to cast their votes conveniently from anywhere. This approach offers several advantages. First, it saves a lot of time because voters don't need to be physically present at a polling station. Second, it reduces the workload for election officials, making the process more efficient. Third, all the voting information is accessible in real time, providing transparency and instant updates. And importantly, it enhances data security, which is vital for maintaining trust in the election process. Notably, during recent elections, the Election Commission of India introduced a new method, online voting systems or OVS. They are actively managing and maintaining such websites, which shows a significant move towards modernizing the electoral process. So overall, this project aims to streamline voting, make it more secure, and align with the evolving needs of elections in our digital age. This slide introduces our abstract, which highlights the core qualities of our proposed voting method. It's designed to be simple, safe, and secure, ensuring that the process takes minimal time while maintaining integrity. We base our approach on the assumption that each voter has a unique voter ID. This ID stores all their essential data and uniquely identifies them within the system. To manage this efficiently, we maintain a centralized database of enrolled voters. The primary key for this database is the voter's unique national ID. This allows for quick and accurate retrieval of voter information whenever needed. An important point is that the database administrator controls the website, overseeing the entire process. This control is entirely in the hands of the computer system, which helps eliminate human manipulation or errors. Overall, this setup ensures a secure, streamlined voting process that's both reliable and resistant to tampering, aligning with our goal of a trustworthy electoral system. Today, I want to emphasize the importance of the integrity of the voting results. Ensuring that the results are accurate and trustworthy is our top priority. To achieve this, we focus on preventing false voting, which means making it extremely difficult for anyone to cast a fraudulent vote. This is what we refer to as high-secured false-proof voting. Typically, voting requires the voter to go to a designated voting center in person. This traditional method, while familiar, has its limitations, especially in terms of accessibility and security. In our proposed system, each user will be authenticated through a one-time password, or OTP, sent directly to their registered mobile number linked to their Aadhaar ID. This step is crucial because it verifies that the person voting is indeed the rightful owner of that ID. Once authenticated and authorized, the voter can then select their preferred candidate or option for their specific election constituency. Importantly, this process will be time-limited to ensure fairness and efficiency. Overall, this approach combines secure authentication with a streamlined voting process, maintaining the integrity of the results while making voting more accessible and secure for everyone. Now, let's take a closer look at what the online voting system contains. First, we have the voter's information stored securely in a database. This includes essential details that help verify each voter's identity and eligibility. Next, we have the voters' names along with their Aadhaar IDs, which serve as unique identifiers to prevent any confusion or duplication. We also record the area from where the Aadhaar ID was generated, ensuring that votes are linked accurately to specific regions, which is crucial for regional representation and analysis. Then, Every vote cast by a voter is stored in the database, creating a transparent and trackable record of the voting process. Finally, the system calculates the total number of votes, giving us a clear picture of voter turnout and election results. Altogether, these components work together to ensure a secure, transparent, and efficient online voting process that aligns with our goal of modernizing and simplifying elections. Now, let's look at some of the key operational tasks involved in managing the voter system. First, we record the information of each voter in the voter database. This step is crucial because it helps us maintain an accurate and up-to-date record of all registered voters. Next, we check the information filled out by the voter to ensure everything is correct and complete. This verification process helps us maintain the integrity of the voter data. If any false or incorrect information is detected, we discard it to prevent errors or misuse. Finally, all the verified and accurate information is sent to the Election Commission of India. This step ensures that the central authority has the latest data, which is essential for fair and transparent elections. These operational activities are fundamental in maintaining a reliable and trustworthy electoral system, aligning with our overall goal of conducting free and fair elections. Let's talk about the user characteristics that are essential for this voting system. First, every user should be comfortable using an internet browser. This means they should know how to navigate websites, click links, and manage basic browser functions. It's important because the entire process relies on web-based interaction. Next, users need to have a brief understanding of how voting systems work. You don't have to be an expert, but knowing the basics will help ensure a smoother experience. Being familiar with the concept of selecting candidates or options online makes the process more intuitive. Additionally, a basic knowledge of English is necessary. Since the graphical user interface, or GUI, is only in English, users should be able to read and understand simple instructions and labels. This helps prevent confusion and ensures everyone can participate effectively. Now, let's talk about some constraints. The GUI being only in English means users need to be comfortable with the language to navigate the system easily. This is a key point, especially if we're considering a diverse user base. Finally, for identification, voters will use a voter ID and password. This security measure ensures that each vote is authentic and that the process remains confidential. So, users should be familiar with how to use these credentials properly to log in securely. In summary, the system is designed to be user-friendly for those with basic internet, voting, and English skills. But understanding these key characteristics will help us make the process as smooth and secure as possible. Let's take a look at some of the key advantages of this system. First, it's a real-time saver. By automating many processes, we significantly reduce the time needed to complete tasks. This means more efficiency and less waiting around. Next, it helps to reduce the working load. With less manual effort required, our team can focus on more strategic or complex activities, which increases overall productivity. Another important point is that information is available at any time. This instant access to data allows for quicker decision-making and better responsiveness. And finally, security is a major benefit. The system provides robust protections for our data, ensuring that sensitive information stays safe and secure from unauthorized access. Overall, these advantages not only enhance our operational efficiency, but also support our goal of maintaining secure and reliable data management. So, in conclusion, traditionally, voting has to be done in person at a voting center. But as many of you know, there are groups like Army personnel or NRIs who simply can't make it to the voting location. This creates a gap in the voting process and can affect fair representation. That's why we need to implement an online voting system. With such a system, users can cast their votes conveniently from anywhere. This is especially advantageous for NRIs or those living abroad. They can vote online using our software without the hassle of traveling. This approach not only makes voting more accessible, but also encourages higher participation. Ultimately, Moving towards online voting aligns with our goal of making elections more inclusive, efficient, and secure. So, when it comes to gathering information and verifying facts, I often turn to reliable sources like Google and Wikipedia. These websites are incredibly useful for quick references and getting a broad understanding of a topic. Google, as you all know, is a vast search engine that helps us find a wide range of resources and data points almost instantly. Wikipedia, on the other hand, offers a more detailed overview, often with references and citations that you can explore further. The key takeaway here is that these sources are essential tools in our information toolkit. They support the overall theme of responsible research and fact-checking, which is crucial for making informed decisions and creating credible content. Always remember, while these sites are great starting points, it's important to verify information through multiple sources whenever possible. This approach helps ensure accuracy and builds trust in the data we rely on. Thank you so much for your time and attention today. I really appreciate the opportunity to share these insights with you. I hope you found the information useful and that it sparks new ideas or approaches in your work. Remember, the key points we discussed, whether it's about innovation, teamwork, or continuous improvement, are all connected to the larger goal of achieving success together. Please feel free to reach out if you have any questions or want to discuss anything further. Thanks again for being such an engaged audience.